Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the snake. So welcome back all my snaky friends. When I say it like that, it doesn't sound too appealing, does it? My snaky friends. But you are snakes, so you have to accept your fate. That's just who you are. I suppose I don't have to say the word snaky. That does make it sound a bit more, I suppose, negative than it should. Or as I would intend. So maybe not snaky friends. How are you doing, my lovely snake friends? Of course, it is Karmic Wednesdays, and we do the karmic signs, the dragon and the snake. So let's see where we stop off at. Ooh, how about there? And we'll take that one from the bottom, that one from the middle, that one from the top. What have we got? White, black, white. Okay, so that's a good mixture. I mean, we've got those two positives, so it's good. It is a good sort of vibe that we're getting here. But don't forget, the white isn't always all right. Black isn't always an attack. So those whites, they are there. It's a positive place, but it doesn't mean that everything's all hunky-dory. Don't forget that. I don't want to put a downer on things, but that's the same with the black. Don't think that it's all doom and gloom, because it's not. Black isn't always an attack. It's about the compatibility as we flip them over. And we've got the white rat, so that's not a bad card for snake people. That's actually a relatively good card. Rats and snakes, ironically, are quite compatible. There's a good degree of attraction and interaction here between these two, and a relationship between them will be satisfactory. And I think right now that's what this phase is for you. There's nothing really big going on. There's nothing major happening. There's nothing really, drawing your attention. This week is satisfactory. It's okay. It's all right. In fact, you might be finding that you're actually getting more stuff done, because this is a doer. This is the doer card. You might be figuring that you're actually getting more stuff done than you have been previously, because you haven't got much going on, or there isn't much drama happening, or things drawing your attention. So you've actually been able to progress a little bit. Of course, that rat is also pre-planning. You both have that in sort of common, the snake and the rat. Being prepared for things, and sort of being ready, and kind of having that feeling of when things are going a little bit bad and you need to act on that. And that's maybe what you're going through at the moment, where you feel you've got things that you have to do, things that you want to get done, things that you're thinking to yourself, actually, while I haven't got that going on, or while I'm not distracted by this or being drawn into that, I may as well get a jump start on all the things that are sort of building up, all the little jobs, all the little chores, all the little things, crossing things off your to-do list. And this is important for you, because an organized space, a clean space, a tidy space, these are important for you to be able to concentrate, for you to be able to feel at home, to feel comfortable. You like your order. You like to be in a place that you can navigate freely, and you're not tripping over mess and things like this. So the opportunity to reorganize stuff, or to get things crossed off your list, and to do things that would have necessarily taken time to do if you were doing other things. This is a chance for you to be able to get that done. So this is going to free up a lot more of your time, and it's going to be a good start at least. And then we've got another doer card, so things are going to pile up a little bit. You're going to maybe bite off more than you can chew. It might frustrate you a little bit. Maybe you want to get things done and you need a little bit of help, but the help's not there, and that's getting a bit frustrated, because maybe it's just not, if you know what I mean. It's like maybe your partner is right there, and you're like, come on, give me a hand, and they're like, yeah, we'll do it tomorrow, or give me 10 minutes, and you're like, no, I just need you to help me. Do you know what I mean? Maybe there's something like that. Or maybe at work there's a whole lot of stuff that you're sort of focusing on, and you just ask somebody, just one other person, can you do this? Can you pick up this for me, because I'm doing all of these things? And they're like, oh, I haven't got the time, or I've just clocked out, or they're reluctant to help. That's going to frustrate you a little bit. But again, the dragon is very compatible with the snake. You go together very, very well. They're the two karmic signs. That is positive karma there, even though it's in the negative. So it's not an attack at all. This is an example of the times that it's not an attack. This is a good card. in respect. Now, what this is saying is, as I say, there's things that are going to upset you a little bit, and you're going to get a bit frustrated. You are, because the patience that it takes to be able to go down a list of things that you need to get done, and then get those done and finish those things before the other stuff starts picking up again and starts, taking your focus again. It's like almost like you've got a week off work, and now in that week you've got a lot of stuff to do, so that you don't have to come back to it every day after work after this. You've got like 5 days off work. That's 5 days to crack out all of these things that you want to get done, all these errands, all these chores, all these to-do lists. You want to get that done. You want to fix things, you want to organize things, you want to get stuff done. But unfortunately, you're in a limited time frame. So when you leave this space and you go back to your regular, say you go back to work and you go back to your regular routine, you don't want to have to come back to this stuff. So you want to get it done. So you need to sort of think of an alternative to delegation, because if you're not getting the assistance or the support that you need, maybe you are, but if you're not, then you're going to need some sort of system in place here to navigate through this. Maybe, don't make your expectations as high as they might be. Don't forget, you are in control of the list. You can shorten that list. You can actually say, well, actually, there's like 20 things on this list. I'm never going to get those done. Let's cut that in half and prioritize. If I can't delegate, prioritize, because you can always, and I know you don't want to be able to sort of be put in this position where you're getting frustrated and stuff, but you can always, you can sort of be more dominant and say, come on, this is important to me, I need help, and voice that and speak out and express yourself. That's what that dragon is open expression, and you should feel free to be able to do that. You should have that confidence, because that dragon is in your corner. You should have courage courage and confidence with the knowledge that you're a busy person and this is important to you. And if people aren't respecting that, then you need to step up to it. And maybe that's what you're doing. You're stepping up to it because you have to juggle everything right now. This could have something to do with family ties. This could have something to do with a relationship. It could have something to do with work. It could have something to do with anything like this. But you're having to step up. You're having to hold more than you're usually used to. You've already got a lot on your plate. You need to now handle this stuff. This, as I say, the to-do list and the sort of holiday off work, that's sort of more metaphorical. It's like, there's something to do, and like I say, this could have something to do with sort of work. It could have something to do with a relationship. It could have something to do with family. It could have something to do with something like that, somebody that you care about. And right now you've been thrust into this thing and you've had to pick up these pieces and juggle. As I say, if you can't delegate, then prioritize. That is the best advice here, because you're going to have to get through this the best way that you can. If it's been thrust upon you and now you're juggling everything or holding everything together and you're trying to maintain some sort of standard, you need to lower your expectations for a start, because you don't know how this is going to pan out. So worst case scenario, let's go with that. Obviously hope for the best, but always plan for the worst, and go in with this with an approach that is more open-minded to the fact that even failures are lessons, so you don't need to pass every single test. We've got the Ox card here now, and that's in the positive, which is a good card to have for you guys, because that's in your triangle, that's in your own affinity triangle. So these are all good cards in a way. That Ox is, of course, patience and stubbornness and sort of trudging forward and keeping on. It's like the poster child for keeping on. So again, even though that dragon is bringing out that kind of frustration in you and that kind of need to kind of get things done, and you want to see results, and you're on this time frame, so you need to push forward with it, and you want things to be better for whatever reason. You want things to be fixed for whatever reason. You're working on these things for whatever reason, and now you're on this time frame. You do need to sort of slow down, because if you try and rush it, what you're going to end up doing is having 20 incomplete jobs that you've started, moved on from, and sort of fumbled about with, had to go back to because you were rushing it, and now you've I don't know if this is a word that I'm trying to say. Your clumsiness has basically made the job longer or whatever. If you take time, patience, sort of prioritize, do your best at, say, 5 of the things, 10 of the things on that list, get those done, perfect those, then they're done completely. It's almost like, measure twice, cut once. Take the time. And you know that makes sense because you're going to be thinking about this as you are a thinker from that thinker triangle, like the ox. The ox is a good card for you, as I say, because it is in your triangle and it will help you push forward and keep on keeping on. This is a good opportunity for you now to, as I say, trust yourself, trust your instinct, trust your intuition here, and what your gut says is the best approach. As I say, the to-do list and the work and stuff, that's more metaphorical, but there will be challenges here in some respects in those sort of situations where there are other people that are quite close to you, colleagues from work or somebody that you live with. Maybe it's family, maybe it's something like this. What I'm saying is that if you take your time and you're patient and you sort of, I don't know, in some ways take leadership and you sort of stand up to this challenge, I do feel that the sort of karmic rewards, they will be positive despite the fact that you are feeling a bit of a pinch. But it is about keeping on and pushing forward. It is about, you know, trying your best and having those sort of good intentions. You know, whether it is something that you can't walk away from or give up on, or it's something that, you know, you are still quite happy with, or, you know, the situation is only like this because of, you know, it's just a one-off sort of occasional thing. You know, it's about perspective here. Only you will know how to tackle this, or, you know, to push up against, or push up against it, or push back against it, or sort of run from it. Only you will know what feels right. As I say, listen to your intuition and think thoroughly. Think through it. But that ox will push you through this week, and we'll see where it pushes you to next week when we come back and do a reading for you guys born in the year of the snake on Wednesday, Karmic Wednesday. Again, I will be back tomorrow for a reading for you guys born in the year of the horse and the sheep. If you're interested, I'll see you over there. If not, then I'll just see you next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Love and peace.